Hey there, happy April. I hope you all had an awesome March and wrapped up all of your goals and took advantage of double credit and the $10 starter kit and all the amazing things. So I'm excited to help you kick off your April and give you some tips to maximize your gallery membership this month. So first thing I wanted to do was give some shout outs to our Follow Us Friday winners from March. We have Delia Lane, Latasha James, Robin Pratt, and Billy Joe Sabedra Kits. I said that right? Congratulations to all of our winners. So every Friday we draw a winner for our Follow Us Friday giveaway. And you can win gift cards, free t-shirts. You get to pick from a whole bunch of different prizes when you win. And the way that you can be entered in the giveaway is really easy. You just comment on our stuff on social media, any of our posts, anytime you comment on a post, anytime you comment on a story or any of those kinds of things. If you follow our platforms, our Facebook page, join our Facebook group, follow our Instagram page, if you comment on all of the platforms, that just gives you more entries and more chances to win. And then Jennifer will select a winner every Friday. She draws someone and then she announces it. She'll post on all the platforms who the winner is, and then we'll direct you to go fill out your prize claim form so that we know where to send your gift, because you may or may not be one of our members, and so we don't always have their contact information. And even if you are a member, we don't always have your address if we're going to be shipping something to you. And so if you go to our glamboss.bio page, and it does say this in the post when she posts the winners, but just to make sure everybody knows, if you scroll down to the winner's claim form, that is what you fill out. So that way we know what prize you want and then how to deliver the prize to you. So if you are one of those winners, make sure you have filled out the winner's claim form on here on the glamboss.bio page. And this is kind of just where all of our quick links are. But we're going to go back to our glambossgraphics.com website. And the first thing I want to show you is under help. If you go to our support page, we now have these different resources and we're continuing to grow this page. So we're going to have even more support resources for you. But I want to highlight the group support button here. It takes you to our group support page where you're going to be able to find our calendar for our upcoming group support Zooms that we have. So the one for April is going to be on the 18th. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Central. And so we're trying to pick a different day of the week each month and a different time of the day to try to catch more people. So it's not a consistent every month at this time kind of thing. If we end up finding, since this is still kind of new, we've only been doing this for a few months, then if we start to find that people would prefer to have it on a specific time and day every single month, then we can maybe transition to that. So your guys' feedback is everything to us, because otherwise we're just making it up as we go. So you got to tell us what you prefer. But right now we're just kind of picking a different day each month and a time of the day. So it's going to be at 8 p.m. Central on the 18th for this month. And then what we started doing last month was I started picking a training topic to go over with you to train on during the Zoom. So the first part of it, I'm training on something specific, and then I open it up to answer questions for you to ask whatever you want. You can ask about what I was training on. You can ask about something completely different. So anything you have questions about the website or any specific tools in the graphics gallery or how to do something in Canva with our tools, any of those kinds of things, then you can ask them while we're on the Zoom and I can walk you through them. And so it's our group support Zoom, but this last month we threw a training topic in there and that went really well. So we're going to continue doing that. I have not picked the topic for April yet. So again, your feedback is welcome. If you have any suggestions on what you would like me to train on for April, I am all ears. So on here, there is a place for you to go watch the recordings. So this was last month's, and I had trained on spring lead generating ideas. So that is still relevant. You could still go and watch that. So there was the training beforehand, and then people could ask questions afterwards. These recordings are from that first month in February when we started doing this, where I just let people jump on and ask questions and just kind of saw where the Zoom took us. And so there's lots of great information, all of these as well. Everybody had great questions each time we did it. And so you can learn lots of different tips and tricks from these videos. And then starting from March on, I'll have like something I'll prepare to come on and train for, because a lot of people we have found just jump on just to learn and they don't have specific questions starting out. And so then that way, whether people have specific questions or not, you can learn something, because I've got something prepared for you. But this is where you can find those recordings. If you can't come on live, we always put the recording on here as soon as we can after we've recorded it. We'll put it on here for you, and you can find it here. So just on that watch our past sessions button right there on the group support page. And you can access it from the support under help and support on our website, this group support button right there. Okay, so wanted to show you that because there's some great training in there. The first thing I was going to show you content wise for April was our new design for our connection cards and matching stickers, and then there's also a matching lead box sign. And so we created these for April because for those of you who like to use our connection card strategy, we have like a connection card design for each month of the year. And our April one had like a bunny on it and some eggs, and it's super cute, but it's usually because it's like Easterish themed, which you could still use it in the spring. In April if you wanted to, because it's still springy. But if you're like, I don't really, want a bunny and eggs on my connection card, there's lots of other options on the connection card page that you can pull from that could still be springy. But we thought we would create another fun springy time one that you could use, any time of the year. Still, all of them can be used anytime. But we threw another design in here for you, and it's the same concept as our other connection cards. And I did train more on the connection cards in last month's support video, that lead generating, so you can learn a little bit more about them there. But also, if you go into our graphics gallery and you go to the connection card page, I do have additional tutorial videos just on how to use our connection cards to generate leads. And then we also have a lead box page in the graphics gallery with a tutorial video in there that also walks you through how to use our lead box signs. And we have a whole bunch of different design options that you can choose from. And there's multiple options you can choose from within each design as far as how you want to do your lead boxes, because some people like to do the actual lead box where people put their information into the box and it feels like a drawing. And so you can use a sign for that, or there's a version of each sign where you can frame it if you would prefer to put it in a picture frame or some kind of frame that you set out at a business or somewhere, wherever you're going to put your lead boxes. And so it's not really technically a box, it's like your lead sign that you can have out, and then they can scan something, or they can text you a special keyword to be entered, or however you want to do it. They are in Canva also, so you can reword it to say whatever you want it to say. But that whole tutorial is on that page as well on how to use that. But I wanted to show you this fun new design that Andrea put together for us. And then we have our new Try the Look images that you can use for the new spring looks. And these can be used at any time of the year, but these were created based on the looks that were in the spring lookbook. And so it's a great way as you're following up with your customers and booking people to see if they want to get together with you to try one of the looks for this season. And so there's story images and there are posting images, and then inside each of these there's also templates for you to be able to put like people's before and after pictures on them, and so that you can use that as kind of like a portfolio if you wanted to, and walk people through that. So maybe I'll just show you that while we're sitting here. Okay, so if you open up you can download them just as the images if you want to, or you can go into the Canva post template or Canva story template if you want to edit them, or if you want to use the before and after. So in here, there's a place just to put, like, this would be great for your picture. Yeah, okay, so this would be great for your picture if you wanted to like try the look and put the picture of you in there instead of like the model from the lookbook. But then you can also use that as a place to put the after picture of your customer, your model, the person that got together with you to try the look. You could put her picture in here and then post it like in your VIP Facebook group or something like that if you wanted to. So you have those options. We do have the Spanish version as well. We've been working on, as we create new content, making Spanish versions, and then we'll eventually kind of go through some of our past tools and make Spanish versions. We use a translator. We have a Spanish, what do I want to call that? Like a disclaimer, I guess, on our tools to let people know like the Spanish version is used with the translator because Andrea and I are not fluent in Espanol, and so we only have them in the Canva files. So if you're looking at them, if you are fluent in Spanish and you're like, that's maybe could be worded better, then you have the ability to edit it because we don't know if it's 100% correct or not. So but we got you started. We at least have it there for you to kind of, quickly maybe modify a couple little tweaks, hopefully, if needed at all. Maybe it doesn't even need it, but we wanted to put that disclaimer in there with the Spanish tools just so that you know that is how we're creating them. But our new tools going forward, most of them should have the Spanish version available with them in the Canva template, okay? So you've got the same exact thing with the story image. It has a place for you to add your picture or your model's after picture in there. We do have the new TimeWise product card images. So we're starting to take our product cards and make square versions for you. So we have the postcard version of some of them, and then we're making square versions so that you can print multiple off on a page, and you can either use them as a sticker or you can use them as a card and include them with the sample. And so right now we have the Miracle Set one we just created and the eye cream one, and then we'll start creating others. But on the Product Pro page in the graphics gallery is where you'll find all of these types of Product Pro tools. And then we have a Book the Look, like lookbook page or lookbook PCP page that has these tools on it. So you can find more versions of these there. So I'm not going to go into every single page, but maybe I'll just show you. So in the graphics gallery, there's the lead box page we're just talking about. There's the connection card page. Then there's the Book the Look PCP page that has those try the look images on it. And then the Product Pro page is where you have those product cards I was talking about, and then all the other tools. And then we've been getting this question a lot. We have the old Miracle Set, like Miracle 3D tools are still on there because I know some of you are still like moving some of them off your shelf, and so you might still want to use those tools. So they are still there, but then there is, if you look on there is the new Miracle Set. So there's Miracle Set 3D, old version, and a Miracle Set system, I think is what she called it on there, that has the new tools. So all of the new tools for the Miracle Set has been created like back when that launched. So we do have them on there, but people get confused because they see the 3D one. They think we don't have the like revised version on there, and they're just both there right now. So you can find those tools on the Product Pro page. And then on the new products page, that's where you can find like new tools for like new product launches. So for like the spring one, you have all the spring product posting images and story images there. We have the product panel that you can use with the questions, as well as like a closing sheet that you can use along with it. So those are both on here. And then you can also access like previous new product releases they're still here in case you want to use them, because maybe you still have, you know, some of those products left on your shelf and you want to promote them or something. You have those tools are still there for you too. Okay, let's go back to the graphics gallery. I'm going to show you the spring page. Was the last thing I was going to go over. And there are some spring templates and things here that you can use that are just like generic for spring. Normally April I'd be going over all the Easter tools, but I did that last month because you got St. Patrick's Day and Easter all in the same month. So now you might be preparing for May Day and Mother's Day. So I wanted to show you those tools and highlight those. I do go into them. There's a lot of lead generating stuff in here for May Day. So I talk about that in last month's support video. But there's May Day connection cards you can use next month when you're out and about. And then if you're making May Day baskets, then you can use these May Day stickers or these May Day cards, and then just use the generic sticker as a sticker, and then the cards can be the kind of lead generating tool. So if you're making a May Day basket and you want to put the card in it, you can use this, and they kind of work similar to our connection cards where you have like a scratch off option and a QR code and everything. And then there's the May Day connection stickers that you could stick onto like your May Day basket. Like I've taken like solo cups, like clear ones, and I put fun little stuffing in it with some candy and things, and then put the sticker on the outside of the cup, and then my kids will go and put them out at people's doors and things like that. So you could use the sticker that way. The eye candy sticker is if you're gonna do something fun like the little candy, like making your eye colors into a sucker or a piece of candy like this, then you can use the eye candy sticker for that. Something kind of match your May Day basket if you're putting something together. Or you could put together something like that for like a fun promo for your customers to purchase their own May Day basket for themselves or for somebody else. So there's all of those May Day tools. Mother's Day has all of our Mother's Day gift certificates and flyer and stickers and things that you can use. There's the Mother's Day sale image that you can edit and add whatever kind of special to it that you want. And then we do have on our, go back to the graphics gallery. If you go to the satin collection page, there's all of those different tools for the satin collection you can use to put those together for Mother's Day for people. There's specific ones for moms, and then there's ones that can be for just friends. And it has the, or if you've got customers like husbands that want to purchase one for their wives, then this is the one that they would use. And then if it's for a friend, they would use that one. And if it's for their mom, then they would use the mom one. And you put the products in the roll-up bag, and then each tag goes to each of the different pockets, and then they can write a little note on it if they want to. And you can either attach it to the outside of the pocket, or you can just stick the card in the front of the pocket. There's lots of ways that you can put those together, and then there's all these different designs. So these are amazing for Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, Christmas, all the things, but they're really popular for Mother's Day. So I wanted to show you those. And then one more thing I just remembered I did want to show you. On our graphics gallery page, there's a monthly spotlight page. And since we're still in March while I'm recording this, it still has all the March stuff on here. But I wanted to show you that you can actually toggle to the next month if the next month is ready. Eventually, we just had started this since we're doing the whole revisions on the website, or we're slowly starting to tag, you know, all the things. Andrea is starting to kind of do that like as we go. And so eventually you'll have all the months like already kind of all the tools that are tagged with that month. Once we have that whole process done, then you'll be able to like pull up in advance all of the tools kind of associated, you know, that we think that you might be looking for in 3 months from now. Like you can pull that up if you like to plan ahead. Then eventually you'll have all the months of the year, and you'll be able to come in and look at the content that's there, and then it'll just already be ready for you versus us just doing it, you know, only having that month available. So we're starting that process. So since we're in March now, I wanted to show you, she did get the April one started. So if you go to April, you can find the April tools. And then, oops, what did I do? I think I selected all instead of April. Okay. So she's going to keep adding some more stuff in here, but this is what's here right now so that you can find these tools. And then wanted to highlight the April calendar. The April planner is in here. If you print them off like a month at a time, you've got access to that really quickly right here. And then you also have our April and spring collection like recognition templates, because we have different recognition templates for each month of the year in case you like to kind of switch them out with your unit or your team to recognize them and with the pictures looking a little bit different. So that way it's changes things up a bit. And then there's always like the matching stickers, like these go to the connection cards, but then they also match the recognition template. So then at the end of the month, if you go to send out prizes, or you're sending out prizes from the last month and you want to use the stickers on your mailers that match the recognition images, because that's just how I roll. I like all my stuff to match and coordinate. Then you can do that process if you want to. And then this is also where you'll find the announcement images and flyers, PDFs for you to add into like your newsletters or just send out by themselves that have all the announcements and all of the monthly company like promo images, all of those things, the SOAR, the new updated SOAR tools, all of that is on this page once the new month hits and the company releases all of the announcements, and then we get to work on creating those for you within the first like few days of the month. Once we have access to the announcements, then we'll put them here, which it's obviously not April yet, so they don't exist right here yet, but they will. And then this video that you're watching right now will be switched out, so it'll be here instead of the March one. And it's also on the graphics gallery. And then there's a graphics gallery tour video and a how to download tools video. In case you have any questions about those things, you can find those here. And the how to download tools also walks you through our kind of revamp of the gallery, since we're kind of slowly starting to tag everything and do that whole process. Some of the download look a little bit different than the way that they have, because they'll eventually all look like that. So this kind of walks you through if you ever get confused. Because for example, right now, if you go to, like, I'm just going to click on something random, the digital stickers page, it's going to show you the download button right underneath the tool. And if it has different options that you can download, then you'll see that there, right? But then on some of the pages that she's already started tagging, like the just added page that I was showing you might have noticed that, or like on the closing sheet page, it looks a little different and that's not right below it anymore. You click on it and then it opens up and it has the different download options. So if you ever go to any of those pages and you're like, I can't download it, you just have to click on the image. But that video gives you a little bit more of an extensive tour of that. So that way you have that tutorial if you ever get confused about how to download something. And then eventually the whole gallery will transition to that slowly but surely. So there you go. Please let me know what you want me to train on in April for our support session. And if you have any other feedback or anything else that you would love to relay to us, we are all ears. We love getting your feedback because it helps us so much. So have a powerful and amazing April, and we are praying for you.